Hi, thanks for clicking, and welcome to your pick a card reading. I showed you 3 stones in the beginning of this video. One was purple, one was white, and one was green. Think back to that moment. Which one, when I held my hand out, stuck out to you the most? That color is going to be the pile that you've already picked for this video. Whatever popped into your head. If you need more time, pause, maybe go back, or just think about it and let a color come to you. But the process has already happened by watching the intro. This is going to be in a couple different categories. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 piles with 4 different decks. So here's how this is going to work. Each color will have an overall category, okay, with this tarot card deck. I will put the names of the tarot card decks in the description box if you like them, because they're pretty cool and from creators. So this will be your overall theme of love for the color you choose. Next, this deck, I got it from Amazon. I'm not even sure if it's the legit one. I need to reorder it. This is going to be an oracle for love, an oracle for the situation. This may come through as advice or just overall energy, just like this deck. The next pile for love that you've already chosen. Just going to read tarot on it. 1 or 2 cards, maybe 3, maybe 4. Depends on how clear it is and what comes through. Last will be your advice. Okay? Now, that's it. Take a deep breath. Relax, get centered, be ready to receive these messages without fear. These messages will be clear and honest. These messages are for your highest good. These messages may look at how your person is feeling or thinking about you, or it may be other things within love at this time for you that you need to know. In the chapter selection now, go to the bottom where the scroll bar is scrolling as the video progresses, whatever you call that thing. And look for the chapter that is marked after your color and watch that. Thank you. Okay. Purple. Ready? So we're going to be looking at quite a few different categories for the 2 that involve the regular tarot. All right, I've got the decks over here, so I'll be using the deck to possibly clarify the tarot cards that we get. But the first 2 cards that I'm going to show you, I'm not going to clarify. So my purple pile. Your overall theme for love right now is Major Arcana number 14. And this is labeled as keep it chill. First things coming through, excuse me, you're probably feeling that there's a sense of urgency, that things gotta be happening pretty quickly between you and this person. Somebody here in this connection's real rushed, or somebody here is getting really worked up, may not be acting like themselves, maybe kind of, I don't know. Be yourself and be chill about it. Literally, don't rush. Don't feel that there's a sense of urgency or that the clock is ticking and that you have to act and something that has to happen this way. No, I mean, with your person, with love, if it's not happening organically, then it's just not really happening, right? It's like trying to bend a rubber band. It's always going to snap back into place no matter how hard you pull and keep it there for a while. And don't think about that as a bad thing. Think about it as love is meant for you. Love is going to come into your life. If this is it right now, chill, relax. It's going to happen no matter what you do. Fuck, my book is over there for my for the next card I'm going to get. But that's just the overall energy, and it's really just saying to just, let things kind of roll how they're going to roll. For your oracle card, though, I've got Pluto, and I'm going to just grab my book and dodge my microphone. So again, this oracle card is working just with the overall theme here. Now, I mean, first popping into my head, we got the number 22 showing up. I mean, Pluto is pretty spooky stuff. So let's just go like right into reading about it. And I opened right to the correct page. All right, 22. And whatever pops into your head as you're reading this, take it as your truth, okay? And also take some time to comment below if you picked this pile and what is your sun or moon sign, okay? You could say that you're here for the purple pile and my sign is, okay? Let's see who's here for the purple. Okay, anyhow, Pluto is associated with the Roman god Pluto, who ruled the underworld. Small Pluto carries out a lot of important human experiences. Nothing less than life, death, rebirth, sex. Tied with these ideas are issues of power and control, as well as finding personal freedom from confining mindsets. Your tarot in this situation is the Fool. That's really powerful with the Keep It Chill card, okay? I feel like more than this pile wanting to take its focus on how a person is feeling, I think it's wanting to take its focus on overall advice for how you should be feeling or approaching this kind of situation. Now, the Fool is completely in the moment. The Fool can walk off the cliff, or the Fool can turn around. The Fool can start levitating and flying in this picture. The Fool can do anything that the Fool wants to do because that person is completely in the present, which is not so different from this kind of be chill card, enjoying the moment, enjoying where you are. Fact is that there's a lot of forces at play with Pluto, okay, in this situation, in this connection. Way deeper than maybe some of the advice wants to go. But with that being said, it's not really yours to understand or decide right now because that's going to come to you. You know what I mean? Going in a little deeper with the tarot for the purple pile. We have the Page of Swords, which does show it coming to you. Communication or an idea. An opportunity. As well as the Nine of Wands. The other person may be really guarded right now. There may be a very long time period or a very long cycle with Pluto. But I do feel that that comes to you. Something does. An opening. You may be guarded or they may be guarded. But time will be the determining factor, I think, that really moves this forward. As for your advice for the situation, maybe it's something that you should know. The Sun. Can you approach this situation with gratitude and acceptance for the present moment? Because I think for those of you that can't, that's where you start feeling really rushed. Clarifying this is the moon. So we've got the sun and the moon. There's definitely those dark forces at play. And no, I'm not talking about like bad stuff. I'm talking about the subconscious. Like in Pluto, you know, life, death, sex, rebirth. Kind of opposite forces. White, black, yin, yang, light, dark. Sun, moon. All right. There's huge learning experiences in this connection. You guys definitely got the most like cerebral pile, I think. There's huge forces in this connection that you can learn from and gain a lot of wisdom of self and of life and of the world around you right now. This is probably a connection that's significant of a huge, more major part of your life, even if the connection doesn't seem that significant right now. What's up? Welcome to the light side. Selenite, probably one of my favorites. In terms of crystals, you just can't go wrong. It's like water. It's It's like the water of crystals. So your pile. Let's go ahead and begin. Let's see what messages we get here. Now, mind you, I would like you to shout out in the comments if you came to the white pile. What's your sign? You could say, I chose white and my sign is. I'm curious about this stuff. Feel free. So your overall theme in love right now, the hopeless romantic. It's going to be the Knight of Cups. Those of you that chose this pile, there's some love in your life. Definitely somebody is interested in you and you are interested in somebody. If that's not happening now, that is likely to be manifesting. But those of you that kind of gravitated here, I think that's because you're feeling that pure white energy of love. And no, I did not fabricate the cards based on the stones. I just drew them down and I'm looking at them for the first time as we discuss it. So just going off what I feel. Now for your oracle card, we got Gemini. Could this person be a Gemini? Yeah, sure. Could you be a Gemini? Sure, why not? Gemini's card in tarot is represented by the Lovers. And again, in this card, we see two people kind of in an embrace. There seems to be their hands are turning into some kind of tentacle or appendage that form to make a big egg. That seems to be a good sign for those of you that are feeling the energy of love. Sarcasm aside, I feel like that the energy of a connection here in this pile is very strong for you guys. So I feel like that you guys are going to be resonating at that frequency. So there is somebody that likes you. It's mutual, or you're pulling that in, or you've just met somebody here. Going in any deeper than that from these two cards, not exactly getting more much than I do feel that connection, but let's read for Gemini and see what we get. All right. Whatever pops into your head as I read, it's going to be your truth, okay? Let those hits kind of fly. Gemini, air, mutable, key phrase, I think. Time frame, May 21st through June 20th. You may have met this person around then. The fast-moving energy of air moves with the mutable flow and suggests that you consider every option, every facet of a situation before taking action. The key phrase, I think, means that the motivation is centered on gathering and assessing as much information as possible. In this situation, ask, what do I need to know more about? Follow your curiosity and don't stop until it's satisfied. Gemini energy is very fast and can easily get distracted. There are so many things to be curious about and pay attention to. Reel that in a bit and make sure you stay focused. Avoid flightiness. So apart from my intuitive hits, this is actually saying assess and think about this situation. With that hopeless romantic card, again, the word hopeless comes in. You're not thinking clearly. Your head's in the clouds with this connection or this person. I'm not insinuating anything bad, but I am insinuating just, stay clear. Red flags, avoid them. If you see them, don't overlook them at this time. Mostly there's an abundance of love between you guys. Let's see what the tarot has in store. Strength. Something's brewing with you guys in Leo season. This person could be a Leo. Nice choice. Strength could be showing how strong the love may be. As it's a very positive card, I feel like. Come on. It says strength. With a connection that's brewing, I like where it's going. I'm not disappointed by the white pile at all. It seems like a good resonant energy for the cards we're going to draw for the selenite, I think. Clarifying a little bit, strength. The number 8, important in this connection. 8 days, 8 months, 8 weeks. It's going to take work. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take time. This is something that will build. This is something that can become stronger in time, maybe weaker in the beginning, but has potential. Let's take a look at your card of advice. White pile, your card of advice is the Queen of Swords. Now, this is going to resonate at the frequency of our Gemini energy. Queen of Swords is super Gemini to me, don't you think? All right. As advice, it reverts back to what we read, and it's about understanding things more logically. Your emotion may make all the decision, or your mind may make all the decision. Gemini energy is all about balance. You cannot achieve harmony in any relationship or in any part of your life unless you're balancing your decision making with both your heart and your mind. This may be a big lesson or one of the things that you'll be learning in this connection, but it's also probably tied to your current phase of life. Clarifying the Queen of Swords with one more card for you as advice. Justice. Again, more air energy. Justice points towards that Libra type of energy. It's another form of balance, like air kind of is. And this is about making sure that you do objectively the right thing. And this may be treating yourself or the other person correctly, seeing people for who they are and seeing you for who you are and what you really want. Because if you don't know, or if you're not sure, don't let it be up to the other person to figure it out. Hey, green pile. My favorite color, green. Let's see what you guys got. Like I was telling the other pile, I didn't like pre-select this or anything like that. I mean, you can. It's pick a card. You guide yourself to the cards, whether I know what cards they are or not. But I mean, we're reading them for the first time together. And also, before we begin, sound off below. Say, I picked the green pile and my sign is... Let's see who came to the green pile. All right. So... your overall kind of energy for the relationship, for love at this time is the single dad, the King of Cups. Okay, so basically, there's a very independent personality in your life. This is either you or them. This person can take care of themselves. This person is or has been taking care of themselves to the point where they're pretty independent. It may seem like there's no room for someone else in their life. At the same time, this person is capable of giving and receiving actually quite a bit of love. Going in with our oracle card, we've got the energy of air straight up. I'm going to go ahead and read for you a little bit of what that means and what that entails. This is, again, just overall energy for that connection or for the relationship. Whatever pops into your mind as I read this, take that as your truth. Don't deny it. Doesn't matter if it's kind of rational or not. So, let's read. Crisp, ethereal, and decisive. The energy of air fuels the winds of truth and whispers grand insights. Clarity and truth are supported by rationality, reason, common sense, and logic. Air energy breaks stalemates and stagnation through wise decision-making and mutual understanding. Bring the quality of air to a situation by seeing things as clearly and objectively as possible. Focus on the facts and not the stories we like to attach to the facts. Truth, calm, communication, comprehending the points of view of others, and promoting understanding of all sides. This is asking you to be very balanced and very objective here. You could be following, or they could be following, a narrative of themselves or loves that this does not serve them. And I'm feeling a very stagnant viewpoint with somebody here. It feels like old negativity, like somebody saying that I can't be with this person because I'm not capable of this type of love. Somebody may have a history of bad relationships, and it's this viewpoint that has kept you, them, or both of you in these negative cycles and in these bad relationships in the past. Again, this has pushed maybe one or both of you to be very independent people and also very capable right now of going into a relationship, but it's going to take some logic, understanding, and empathy. This air energy, I don't think, is a warning to be like, this person may be bad for you, red flag. I think it's more like, think differently about this, think clearly about this, and about yourself. It's time to leave behind viewpoints and feelings and cycles that have been trapped in your mind about love. If this is true for you, it's likely true for the other person at this time, or it's likely true to be the nature of the relationship at this time and what you guys are meant to overcome, or at least what you're meant to realize. The tarot for this is going to be the Page of Cups. Vulnerability and openness. Somebody seems to be pretty open here, actually. There could be a water sign involved, so it's going to be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. There's likely an age difference. One person is going to be older than the other person. You both really like each other. You're both very capable. Because of this age difference, it could resonate as a different type of difference, cultural or something like this, but I feel it's age. Because of that dynamic, okay, or because there is that dynamic, there's going to be a reconstruction between you guys if you are to move forward in a relationship. Just because you're older doesn't mean you know everything. Or the younger person may be very stubborn. There's something here happening between you guys, and it feels like that kind of a dynamic. And again, going back to air energy and the overall theme, the single dad, which I'm interpreting in a very interesting way. You guys are probably like, how is he getting that from the single dad card? I just feel like there are just stagnant old viewpoints. That's the Tower, all right? But there's something cool happening between you guys. There is that potential for deeper learning and understanding once that initial wall kind of tumbles down. Somebody thinks they know best, basically. It could be you. Humble yourself, open yourself, to these surprises that other people have in store for you. Or the fact that, you don't know everything. Could be the other person. Your overall advice. Two of Wands. Let's clarify. The Magician. Understand that there's a form of rebirth happening in this connection or in this relationship. There is an opening of a door, and initially it feels like you're moving away. But what it does is it brings you back to a new beginning. There's a cyclical theme of like death and reverse, that's death and rebirth that's coming through in this connection to me. And it shows me that happens through new knowledge and new understanding and new viewpoints. And this is mostly in the faculty of air. Mentally, how you view things, how you think about things.